Hi, I am Amal. Recently, I have read an article on the promises, challenges, and the futures of media literacy, which contains many interesting ideas, and I would like to share it with you. I will explain this article in my way, in a simple way, and hopefully you will get benefit of it. So basically, this video is about media literacy. Dear viewers, I want you to share a pleasant journey with me. And at the end of this journey, I hope you have clear idea what is media literacy about. So, let's start our journey. What is media literacy? Media literacy consists of two words, media and literacy. In order to know what is media literacy, we will study the meaning of each one of these words, media and literacy. And then, hopefully, you will get what is media literacy immediately when I will explain it to you. My respect for media is endless. I am grateful that there is something called media in our lives. Media is everywhere. And examples of media are newspaper, radio, TV, and telephone. Also, the media can be found on cars and so on, everywhere. So now let's get to know what literacy means. Literacy is the process you go through to seek out valid information and draw conclusions about a topic or a question. There are skills you should have and learn in order to understand literacy. First, you should know how to find good information and retrieve, evaluate, and finally learn how to use them. Since we know what media is and what literacy is, now we can understand media literacy quickly and easily. Media literacy is the ability to access, evaluate, analyze, act, communicate, and create using all forms of media. So, let's break the definition down a little bit. Access is where you find and interact with media messages. Did you read the article on Facebook or on Instagram or Twitter? Evaluate. Closely examine where the messages is coming from. Analyze. Examine the main ideas of media messages. Try and make sense of the message. Act. The action you take after processing the media message. What you do with it. Buy the product or vote for someone? And so on. Communicate. Would you like to share this media message with others or not? Create. Responsibly creating media content to share with others. Example of this is when you retweet or share a post on Instagram, maybe. Remember, we not only need to understand media literacy, but also we should know how to respond to the message we receive at an adult time. When you get any news, should you believe it right away? Yes or no? Of course not. There is many fake news around us these days. Be careful. Fake news is everywhere. When you read any message, you have to check for three things. Is this message accurate? First. Second, it is reliable. And third, it is credible. Do you think it's hard to tell fake media? Actually, it's not that difficult. Don't worry. There are only 5 key questions you should ask yourself that help you identify a fake story. The first question you ask yourself is, who created this message? In other words, where is the information coming from? The second question is, what creative techniques are used to attract my attention? So it's like, does the headline sound natural or it's overstated? And so on. The third question is, who wrote it? You can look up the author of that article, and that is extremely important tip in helping you figure out whether or not this piece of information is actually real and trustworthy. The fourth question is, Why is this message being sent? Try to figure out the heading purpose of this message. The last thing you can look at to identify the fake news is picture. Are the images accurate? Fake news is not real, so they don't have evidence, and they use pictures of others, so you can't tell if this is a fake news or not from the pictures. You can Google the exact day the picture was taken, so you can make sure if this news are fake or not. Now, hopefully with these 5 questions, everyone will be able to identify the fake news and fake media. There is about 2 pages in the article that were about how media literacy helps. So it's illustrated that media literacy is important. And now I am going to tell you about the importance of media literacy. Now, I will give you 30 seconds to read what Linda Ellerby once said. Okay, I hope you had enough time to read all of it. From Linda's word, we can conclude that media literacy is extremely important. It determines whether the future generation will be just a tool of mass media or whether they will have full control of their lives. Knowing media literacy is important because it helps us to improve ourselves. It makes us critical thinkers, independent and lifelong learners. So it improves our personality. Now, let me tell you about the future of media literacy, the bright future of media literacy. Tan tan. There are 5 recommendations for a better future of media literacy. And the first one is to develop a coherent understanding of media environment. With new technologies and new rhetorical techniques, existing programs should be updated. Second recommendation is to improve cross-disciplinary collaboration. Media literacy is often seen as a narrow pedagogical field, but work from other disciplines, social psychology, political science, sociology, is producing new research and findings that could greatly benefit media literacy. The third point in the plan is to leverage the current media crisis to consolidate stakeholders. The new attention on fake news could allow for news cross-disciplinary collaboration and therefore greater coherence within the field. Third recommendation is to give a priority to establish a national evidence base for media literacy. A centralized and stable assessment database would make the assessment more accurate, although there are many political policy challenges to this evidence base. The fifth and last recommendation was mentioned in the article is to develop approaches to work processing as well as interpretation. With the increased use of social media, media literacy efforts must be able to process user behavior in addition to explain them. We must work together to build a better future. Together we can do it. We can build a better future for media literacy. Always remember, if we work together, we can make the impossible possible. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.